Hey, this is Anders with Atom Audio, and today we're going to be talking about home studios, specifically 3 levels of a home studio monitoring setup. Assuming you already have a Mac or PC and a DAW of your choice, we'll be going through 3 different setups, from a very minimal production setup to something that you might see in a full-service recording studio. We are at Music City Acoustics showroom here in Nashville, Tennessee, and though today we will not be getting into any acoustic treatment tips, we cannot emphasize enough the importance of acoustically treating your room. We have quite a few videos already on the subject of acoustic treatment, so if you're interested in learning more, please check out the other videos on our channel and we'll leave them in the description below. So without further ado, let's get into the first setup. First up, we'll be talking about a simple bedroom production studio. And though we're really excited to start producing music in this space, laptop speakers just aren't going to cut it. So then today, we'll be using the all-new Atom Audio D3Vs. One of the main benefits of the D3Vs is that you don't need a separate audio interface, though it is an option to connect them via TRS, via an audio interface. What we're going to be doing today is connecting them directly to the computer via USB-C. And thanks to the intuitive room adjustments that you can make on the back, it's extremely easy and quick to get them up and running. For optimal performance with the Atom Audio D3Vs, make sure that the speakers and your head in the listening position form an equilateral triangle. To position the speakers properly, we've included angled stands, or there is a threaded mount on the bottom of the monitors. And though these speakers come in such a small package, you'd be surprised to hear that they go down to 45 Hz. But if you're still wanting to check your low end even further, we suggest adding the all-new H200s to the mix. A good pair of headphones are a great addition to any setup and allow you to expand the range of things you can do in your home studio. And you can either connect these directly to the D3Vs or your laptop itself. Because this setup is so minimal and lightweight, it allows you to work completely in the box, potentially even on the road because everything will fit in a backpack. So now let's move on to our second setup, which will be utilizing our T-Series and its Scarlett 2i2 audio interface from Focusrite. The main limitation with our first setup was that we could not record any external sources, which is fine if you're strictly using virtual instruments or samples, but maybe you want to record guitar or vocals. Focusrite has a lot of options when it comes to audio interfaces, but like I said, today we'll be using the Scarlett 2i2 interface, which is equipped with 2 mic or line inputs, 2 line outputs to connect to our speakers, and a dedicated headphone output. We could easily integrate the H200 headphones or the D3Vs from our previous setup with the Scarlett 2i2, but maybe you want a little bit more low end, maybe you want a bit more SPL, and for that reason, we'll be going with the T7Vs today. With this setup, we've already built ourselves a pretty robust studio, allowing ourselves to record 2 tracks at a time, for example, a guitar and a singer, use microphones that require phantom power, like a condenser microphone, and monitor audio with confidence down to 39 Hz. Though you may need to sacrifice some space in your studio or add in studio monitor stands, this investment to go from desktop speakers to traditional studio monitors with an audio interface allows us to not only record with virtual instruments and samples, but now record yourself or artists in the studio. Finally, we're to our last setup. And though our previous configuration had everything you might need from a functionality point of view, maybe you want to add more synths. Maybe you want the ability to record drums. And that's where a more feature-loaded interface and studio monitors can help take your studio to the next level. That's why today we're going to be showcasing the A8Hs alongside the Scarlett 18i20 interface. So what are some of the reasons that you might want to upgrade from the T7Vs and the 2i2 to the A8Hs and the 18i20? You may feel like you need a more full-range sound from your studio monitors, and the A8Hs go down to 34 Hz. Maybe you're serving more clients in your space and you need more SPL. Maybe you wanted more precise control over the acoustics in your room and the ability to integrate SonarWorks directly into your monitors. Or maybe you need more I/O with your interface, allowing for more complex recording situations down the line. The solution to some of these issues can be the setup we have here. The A8H 3-way design not only provides full-range audio and lots of headroom, but you can tailor the speaker's response in several ways to counteract specific acoustic issues in your room. This is where a measurement microphone might come in handy. Via the free A-Control software, which you can download in the My Atom user area, you can control each speaker via a parametric EQ, or seamlessly integrate SonarWorks to create individual sound profiles for the speakers in your room. These tuning profiles live within the speakers themselves, meaning that every time you open a session, you don't have to open up SonarWorks, and this allows you to get to creating faster. If you want any more information on how to use A-Control or the integration of SonarWorks, we've created multiple tutorials which you can find in the description below. No matter what stage you're at, setting up a home studio can be overwhelming, and we hope that this video serves as a guide to help you make better decisions about your home monitoring setup. If you have any questions about what we talked about today, please leave them in the comments below, and we'll be sure to respond as soon as possible. Thank you for watching.